Okay guys, welcome back to another segment of Red Dog Bushcraft. I'm Tim Langston and I'm heading out to my personal space. Supposed to have created a space that was good for all climates. Well, here in Eastern Virginia, this is about as bad as it gets. Sleet, snow, it's called for all night. It's snowing good now, and I'm heading down the fire lane, going out to my personal space. I hope you can tell it's snowing pretty good. A little bit of rain mixed in with it, mostly sleet. We'll see what the camp looks like when I get there. This is going to be a little shaky. I'm not using much of a tripod, just a little small handheld. And the only light that I brought with me was my headlamp because I wanted to use just my day kit, my U.S. military sleep system, and I'm dressed in my military clothing. I have found that most of the gear that I've bought, it just doesn't hold up to the U.S. military gear, and this is going to be a good test of it tonight. It's supposed to get down into the freezing temperature, so stick with me, and when I get to the camp I'll shoot a little more video. Okay guys, we're back. And what I've done is I've laid out my, here we go, the green mat, the shooting mat, exercise mat, and I have the U.S. Army sleep system. The outer bag is Gore-Tex, so that's going to keep me dry, even though I've got some leakage into my shelter. You know, I'm really surprised. I've been spending a lot of time in here during rain, and I haven't had any issues, but I guess with this wet snow laying on top and slowly melting, it's causing me to have some issues. But with the ground cloth and the Gore-Tex bag, I should be fine. At least I'm in a relatively small place and I'm out of the wind, which is blowing pretty fierce out there right now. It's getting to be more and more of an issue. But take a look at the sleep system for a minute. We have the Gore-Tex bag on the outside. Right here, this green bag that I'm pointing at here, this is the summertime bag. And of course the black bag is the winter bag. I'm going to go ahead and use all three bags tonight. And I'm going to use the stuff sack that it came in. I'm going to take that and put my field jacket in it when I get ready to bed down, which is going to be here in just a couple of minutes. Very surprised by the amount of water coming in here. I haven't had any issue at all in the past, but it just goes to show me I got to do a little bit more work on my shelter, make it completely watertight. I guess it's time to add another couple layers of some debris. The good thing is the center, my ridge line, and the main part of the middle of my shelter is dry and no issues at all, and that's where I thought I would have problems, not back against a tree. I really piled a lot of stuff up there. But with that said, we're going to see how we do on our first snowy cold winter night in the personal space in my shelter. Now as you'll notice, I built this shelter a little bit larger. In the Pathfinder school they wanted us to build our second shelter sustainable in any environment. And a lot of times, my son likes to go camping with me, and I'm hoping that he's going to spend quite a bit of time out here with me in the future. So I built it large enough to accommodate two people and their gear without having a lot of room issues, but yet at the same time trying to keep this thing small enough that we can maintain some heat. One thing I know I have to work on right there is my door. My fire pit is that shiny thing you see sitting out there glimmering in the light. And my door is simply a couple of Christmas trees that I've closed in the front of this triangle with on both sides. And I need to make a door for that. That'll be in this in phase 2. I have to make a mat and I have to make another weaving, so I'll make the door then, probably in the next week or so. I don't think there'll be a fire tonight. Everything's pretty wet and damp, and I should be fine in here the way I am. I am cheating a little bit. I did bring my U.S. Army canteen and cup, my little stove, and I have some gel fuel. I also have some solid fuel tabs that I can utilize. Get up in the morning, make me a cup of coffee, maybe some hot chocolate before I get out of here. But we're supposed to get a couple of inches tonight in this wet, soggy mess. It's supposed to freeze over. We'll see how we do. I'll see you later. God bless. I'll check with you in the morning. Or if we have any events during the night. Good night. Well, good morning. Well, we made it through the night. Not a lot of issues, but we definitely got some water in on our feet. That wind really got to blowing last night. And that doorway right there, it was coming right straight in on me. You see a little bit of ice build up there at the door, so it definitely got down into the freezing temperatures. But the Gore-Tex bag made the difference. Outside the bag, it was frigid. Inside, I was okay. Very warm, no issues with cold whatsoever. But alarm just went off. It's 5:40 in the morning. And go ahead and start heading out of here. Start getting this stuff packed up. Walk out to the truck. See you then. Just a little look at what it's like outside the camp area. Trip on the way home. A little bit more snow than I thought we did.